guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela, and I realized that I haven't done my card of the month for November. So if you're just tuning in my channel, I did a year ahead spread back in January with the Bone Stone and Earthflesh Tarot, just to kind of get more in depth this year with that deck. I usually go over the card, what I think of it intuitively, and then I read from the book by Evelyn Cameron, illustrations by Anna Torian, and go over what she interpreted the meaning as. And then I pull cards from my Sacred Rebels deck to kind of hone in. I do a mind, body, and spirit oracle reading, and then I show off some other cards for that card in other decks. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So for the card, for the month of November, my card of the month was the Justice card. And I felt that quite fitting. We are in the 11th of December, so I'm doing this quite late, much later than I normally do it. But I didn't do any kind of research like I normally do. Like I've said, I've been kind of on a hiatus. I've been working overtime every day this whole year. Every day that I I've worked overtime. So I really haven't got into the depths of the reading and the meaning of each card each month as I've wanted to all year, pretty much. The first few months I was able to, and then the last few months it's just been too difficult. But I do love this Justice card, that it's like two sides of the same coin. You got this warrior Justice that's like ready for anything with her arrow, and then this one with the new growth going up. So as above, so below kind of deal going on. And I love that. Love that. But to me, justice is usually it's about, I don't want to say getting even, but kind of like karma is going to come and get its due no matter what. And that's the way I see justice is eventually justice will win out. No matter what you're trying to do, how much you're trying to backstab and I just fell on the card. Hold on, let me move that. Justice will find a way to correct itself. And that's kind of why, and I like the Justice card because of that, but I don't really have too many Justice cards I like. I did manage to find 14 other cards here that were, but I love this one, where there's like two sides of the same coin. The new, as above, so below, there's this mirror image here that, to me, speaks of justice will find a way no matter what the circumstances are. Justice will always win out. And I love that. And so let's go to the book here. It says, the warrior and the veiled one, element or attribute air, essence, equilibrium, fairness, centering, recalibrate, healing, validation, coordination, objectivity, awareness, clarity, legality, decisions, integrity, cause and effect. And that's kind of what I was saying, the two sides of the same coin. There's a cause and effect to things. Judgment, hypocrisy, abuse of power, bias, corruption, examination, culpability, pursuit, peace, amicability, agreements, concord, diplomacy. And I love that it has the judgment in there, because to me, I always see kind of like karma. Karma is going to get it's going to get its due no matter what happens. It's always going to find its way to get to you. And that's just, that's the way I always see the Justice card. Is it's kind of goes hand in hand with judgment to me. So here we have the narrative. The warrior and the veiled one are forever at each other's side. The gods breathed life into these otherworldly creatures eons ago to ensure the world of man was well guarded. The warrior and the veiled one stand as a unified symbol of choice. I love that. Fight or embrace peace. Oh my gosh, I just got chills. If the choice is to fight, the might of the warrior is unleashed, and hell rains down on the world of man. If it is peace that is chosen, the olive branch is extended to man, who must then accept this sacred offering. Once accepted, the warrior and the veiled one retreat to the divine realm in wait of their next call. I love that. In a reading, when justice appears in your reading, it is calling into question the subject of sacred balance. And that, I was going to say that, but I'm like, I always see balance in the justice card as well. Just like I see it in the temperance card. I see balance there. Checks and balances in the justice card. Like I said, the justice will always find a way to balance itself out. It speaks of the necessity to make important decisions that cannot be put off any longer. Are you being so as fair with yourself as you are with others? Not really. If not, now is the time to remedy this. The decision to use your warrior aspect or your peace bringer aspect is yours to make. Wow. So it's my choice to bring war or peace, to finally have peace in my soul, in my heart, in my mind, or I could keep fighting this fight that really doesn't need to be fought. Love that. The appearance of justice may also signal that it's time to assess motivation and ensure exchanges are fair. Motivation, that's a big one for me this year. Are you giving more than you get or getting more than you give? All the time. Justice may also extend itself to the area of holistic health. Are you currently in balance physically, emotionally, and spiritually? And I'm not. And that keeps falling on the card. I'm moving that even further. And I'm not. So that's crazy. Have you been feeding one area of your life more than others? Acknowledge both the balances and the imbalances and make a plan to bring back a state of harmony to your wellness journey. Wow. Justice may be speaking of a legal situation that requires careful consideration. Remember, the justice system is a human invention. Wow. It says remember, the justice system is a human invention and refers to not to divine or sacred justice, which is kind of what I see in the justice card, but to a modern view of justice as determined by man. Justice can suggest a fair outcome and just results. Wow. Reversed. When justice appears reversed in your reading, it may be warning you of unjust circumstances where the scales are not tipped in your favor. You may be called upon to reframe your approach and take an alternative perspective. There may well be something crucial you are missing that can help you secure a fairer result. Justice reversed may also be warning you to get your head in the game, and that's, to gather your wits before proceeding any further. Avoid the blame game and try not to get stuck in the place that causes you to utter the words, "It's all my fault." Now is the time to muster up your resolve and take action. And I've been getting that all year. It's like, just take those couple steps forward to take the action you need. Resting on your laurels, it is ill-advised. All man was created equal. Let me read that again. All man was created equal. The subjugation of another on the basis of race, gender, or religious ideals is abhorrent and demonstrative of a deeply troubled heart and mind. A life lived in fear and fury at the changing world is a life half lived. Wow. It will yield only sorrow and unrest. Find compassion. Choose peace, dismiss the warrior, and embrace life, for it's far too short to live in the shadow. Wow, that is deep, y'all. So the journal prompts for this is, what is the difference between the human concept of justice and justice in the natural world? And I think we've already touched on that, where I see it as a karmic balance, that once justice comes looking, it will find what it's looking for. It will get its due. Where man's concept, justice may not always win out. So I find that very interesting. Are you in balance from a holistic perspective? No. The last few months I've gotten really wonky and out of balance with things, and I'm actually gone back to a retreating, not even a hermit phase, deeper than that, where I want to do nothing. I have no lust for life. I have no lust for doing anything, and I need to find that again, find that zeal. What is the difference between what is fair and what is right? What is right, to me, again, goes back to man's version of justice versus spiritual justice. What is right is, to me, the could be like the humanity's version of, oh, you got to abide by the law. That's what's right. Whereas if you are following your spiritual essence, path, journey, doing what is fair oftentimes isn't the same thing as what is right. You need to do the fair thing sometimes versus the right thing. Interesting. And how important is it to you to be right? Very important that I'm right. I'm one of those people that when I know I'm right, I will argue to the death. And maybe that's part of my issues is I need to let that go. Because everybody has their own opinions sometimes. And yeah, that's crazy. So that was the book. That was a real, wow, eye-opener. So now we have the Sacred Rebels cards here. And I already pulled them out. So here we have, there's the backs. We have the mind. We have the perfection of your life. And when I pulled that, I saw it as, I'm not moving that. I saw this as, your mind can play tricks on you. Your mind can tell you, oh, I need this and I need that and I need this to make my life perfect. But if you really sit and think about it, this to me comes back to judgment again. Like you're judging yourself for not having the finest things or the prettiest things or the best car, when in reality you could have a pretty great life and you're just not seeing it. So that's what I see in that card. It's all about your perspective on things in your mind and what's going on there. And I love that judgment kind of comes up with justice here. And then we have the body. Focus on the light. Stop focusing on what you think you should have and focus on what you do have. Again, it's this karmic balance here I see. And then for the soul, we have free from judgment, free to love. And again, judgment came up again. And there's this, again, I'm getting checks and balances. The Justice card is all about checks and balances. And judgment to me is too, but in a more spiritual way. Because I see judgment as you judging yourself. And I am my own worst critic. I have a very hard time letting go of something when I'm judging myself. So I feel this, once mind is changed, the perspective is changed, and you focus on what you do have, then you will be free of any emotional or mental blockages, and you'll be free from judgment, free from judging yourself, free to love yourself. And I love that came up in this. So real quick, I'm just going to show you guys some more of my, sorry, I bumped the camera. More cards that were justice cards. This was, again, from the Bonestone and Earthflesh Tarot. And then we have probably my favorite justice from the Light Seers. This is the first time I saw the justice for the checks and balances kind of deal. Because she's got this weight going on. She's balanced everything. She looks very beautiful. And she's got everything. She's got this. But then you see her shadow self, like her darker self, almost like she's pushing it out. And she's got this look on her face like she is trying to embrace the chaos. And I'm like, whoa. And to me, that's the first time I saw this inner turmoil on the Justice card. This inner checks and balances that needs to be had within all of us. And I love that. I love that. That's probably why that is my Favorite Justice card. Then we have Oak, Ash, and Thorn. He's just beautiful. This nice wolf and the black background and the trees. Just, I love this deck. And then we have from my Spirit Song Tarot, this Justice. It's Truth and Clarity. And I love that. He's got this little, almost like a barbell in his mouth trying to balance it out. And I love that. I love that the keywords on here are truth and clarity. Love that. Because that's what I see in that deck. Or that card. Okay, and then we have from the Tarot de la Nuit. Just gorgeous. Beautiful. And then from the Crafter's Tarot, when I saw that it was cannabis, I was just like, because to me that speaks of human justice. People fighting over, making it legal, making it not legal, justice system. I kind of got that with that. That's cool. And so then we have the Elemental Power Tarot, and I love this Justice card for one simple reason. I've been getting this message all year long. Balance head and heart. And with the feather, that's air, which is swords, mind. And then we have a heart there. So to me, this is the epitome of what the message I've been getting all year is balance head and heart. And I love that. That's depicted here. And they're balanced. They're equal. The feather is the same as the heart. That's beautiful. Beautiful. So then we have the Apocalypsis Tarot, and this is the goddess Mahat, Egyptian. I love it. So beautiful. So beautiful. And then I threw in our RWS. This is 2.0, just because the colors are so pretty. And we have the second edition of my 5-cent tarot. I love it because it's got keywords like cause and effect. Truth. Then we have dishonesty, unfairness, fairness on the other side, injustice for the reversal. Love that. And we have from my Pagan Otherworlds. That's just gorgeous. I could not put that in there. And we have from my New Chapter Tarot. Gorgeous. And we have from one of my newest, the Mystic Fairy Tarot. It's just beautiful. It's a little Justice Fairy with her little blindfold. And you get this Justice is blind kind of deal from like a legal standpoint. And then we have the, Ancestral Path Tarot. Again, she's blindfolded. And you get this blind justice thing going on. And then we have two more. So we have the Native American Tarot, which I adore this deck. Just gorgeous. And then we have for my Surrealist Tarot, which I thought that was beautiful as well. I'm going to read what it says in the Surrealist Tarot, just because I'm very curious. Justice. The empty mask. The flip side of things. More fascinating than their appearance, education is a dress. It is a paint whose presence does not necessarily mean that knowledge has been assimilated. Interesting. And then real quick, I'm going to, if I can, read from the Native American Tarot. The totem pole, justice, signifies brother, sister, and is the guarantor of strength and protection that must, however, be reciprocated by submitting to the rules and prohibitions expressed by the totem power. I thought that was beautiful too. So that is the card of the month of November. It is the Justice card, and I find it quite fitting this month on a more spiritual level. Yeah, if you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And you guys have a great night. Bye.